Good morning, mamas. Welcome back to the Monday Mom Minute. I'm so excited to be here this morning with Lydia Tate from CWJC. I'm Heather Sullivan with Lydia Photography, serving mamas in the greater Waco area as a maternity, newborn, and childhood photographer, but absolutely fell in love with the mamas and making sure that mamas have access to all the local resources and just knowing more about what's available for you. All right, so Lydia, welcome.
Hey.
I'm just going to briefly say what I know about CWJC and then let you fill in the rest. So, I was able to come do graduation pictures for some of your CWJC graduates. And that's when, even though I had heard about CWJC, and let's just say it's Christian Women's Job Corps, because I know you'll probably touch on that, but even though I had heard about it, it just didn't become real until I was standing there with those women and hearing their stories. And then it was like, oh my goodness, this is powerful. This is some good stuff going on in Waco. And so, it is very women-centered, and so not necessarily mom-centered, although I'm sure you're serving mamas, and so we'll kind of get to that. But I'll let you do your intro, and then just tell us about yourself.
Thank you. Oh, man. Okay. So Christian Women's Job Corps is this really amazing organization that I didn't even know existed when I started working for them 2.5 years ago. And what Christian Women's Job Corps in McLennan County does is that we provide opportunities for women to work on their professional development and pursue education.
Yeah.
So whether they want to build a resume or get their GED, or work on their computer skills, or even just get some one-on-one time with their finances with a finance coach.
Great.
We help them take the steps forward that they want to take forward to change their journey.
Yeah.
And so essentially helping them kind of transform their families and their lives and their communities, which is fantastic. Now, we do serve a lot of moms, which is epic. Sometimes we find ourselves as moms, we all of a sudden it's 10 years down the road and we haven't gone back to school, or we haven't gotten that degree, or we haven't worked on our resume because we've been busy, you know? And I was there. I've been there.
Right.
And so, we have a lot of moms at our organization, and we like to call ourselves a community of learners, because even our staff is pursuing education. And most of our, we have a ton of interns from Baylor and from Tarleton, and they're all in the middle of their education too. And so we get together, we learn together, we study the Bible together, we pray together, we work on whatever that particular woman wants to work on.
Right.
So it's fantastic.
And it is.
So and the GED classes are really our bread and butter. This is what we do. We provide 100% free GED opportunities for every woman that wants to enter. And we pay their testing fees, their materials. We help out with resources in the community, whatever they need to make that journey happen and to see it all the way through. And we have women who are passing tests like crazy, which is fantastic.
Yeah, and that's awesome. And that's what I got to be a part of, the graduation for your GED program, which was just seeing those women and seeing this step in their lives. It was powerful.
It's so inspirational.
But I love that, knowing a little bit more. I mean, I feel like I've already learned a little bit more just knowing how you're how that would benefit a mom who finds herself either down the road, I've been busy doing life with kids, and now, wow, I got to get back out in the professional world. What do I do? There's a resource, but also a single mom finds herself in a new situation. She's now the single parent in a home and maybe needs some of those resources.
Yeah.
So that is fantastic, and I love. The other thing that moms might want to know, if moms are on the spectrum of they're in a professional situation, or I know you've mentioned that people can come in and be mentors or can teach, and so tell us a little bit about that aspect of it.
Yeah, well, and I was going to mention too that we serve over 68% single mothers, which is an enormous amount of folks in our community that are in fact single mothers. So it's a great space for single mothers to find themselves amongst peers and amongst people who understand what they're going through.
Yeah, that's good.
And I don't think we often find community when we're single mothers, because we're too busy.
Right,
We're too busy
right.
trying to make things hold
Just
up.
make life.
So that's an
that's
enormous
good.
part of it too. So, but our volunteers are really how we stay moving forward. And so, women in the community, they love volunteering with us, which is so awesome. I love this part, y'all. I love this part. So, the teachers who come in and teach our classes, whether it's GED classes, computer skill classes, resume development, financial wellness, whatever that is, the teachers who come in and teach really, really love connecting to our group of students because they get to teach.
Yeah.
They get to really invest and really teach and see all those light bulbs go off and really get excited. And then like women like yourself who have these great professional skills that they can come in and they can serve in like photography or whatever.
Sharing.
It's great just sharing
content.
their talent with us and helping us get the resources that we need to make the experience really great.
Right.
And that's wonderful too. And then we have an opportunity for mentorship, which is really, really cool. So we can pair a woman up with a mentor from the community, and whether she wants to learn about opening her own business or wants to work on her budget or wants to pursue a different avenue of education, maybe she wants to go back to college and she needs some encouragement to stay the road with that. The mentors come alongside of them and just talk with them, hold them accountable, and just be a friend.
Right.
Not overstepping, but just staying in that lane and just, hey, how are you doing? How are you doing with your goals?
Yeah,
Have
checking
you
in.
Have you managed to get this done? You know, how are you feeling about this? Are you excited? You know, that sort of thing. Not counseling, but just being a friend at that moment. And then we have volunteers that come in as tutors, where they don't want to teach a full class, but they just want to help guide a one-on-one relationship, tutor through a topic or whatnot.
Right.
So whether that, again, computer skills or GED math or reading skills, they can come in and just tutor too. And then, of course, you know, office help and fundraisers and all kinds of fun stuff. Lots of things to get involved in.
Right.
And then, like, you know, for the moms that are sitting at home, they're like, I don't have time because I got little ones. Been there. We have a great prayer team. So,
That's awesome.
you know, you can pray for us and then, of course, financial
support.
Financial help. Yeah.
Yeah. I love that because it's women supporting women, which I think is powerful, and I love that part of the community of allowing, you know, women to invest in other women and to see women succeed, and I think that is meaningful. I wanted to talk. You kind of went on to the fundraiser thing, so let's just chat about. I know that you've got several. I know you have Baskets of Hope. You have several things that kind of go on. So just tell us, just to give us that brief overview, so we can be watching, and maybe when those things pop in my feed and I share them to stories, somebody's like, oh, that's what she's talking about. Yeah.
Baskets of Hope is, you know, this great big fundraiser that we have once a year that really supports a lot of what we do income wise. And so this year, and this is preview moment. You get the preview. I haven't said it out loud to anyone. You're the first one. Okay, so Baskets of Hope this year will be September 20th, 2022.
Fun.
It's a Tuesday for a lunch hour, and it's going to be the same great event where we have, you know, the table sponsors and the underwriters and all of these great baskets to bid on. And it's a fundraiser that helps us support what we do at CWJC, because we are a nonprofit and we need all the help we can get. So we have these fantastic baskets. Oh my goodness.
They're
amazing.
Like can you, and the variety, like somebody could find something you wanted. Like it was amazing.
Definitely,
I mean, from the, I just
crazy
know,
Nerf gun
last year, that's
basket.
exactly the one I was going to mention, the Nerf basket, but to everything. It was so fantastic, and it was a lot of fun. Like people were having a great time being there.
I love that.
Because I just know, because I was walking around taking pictures, and just the enjoyment that was in that, and it was just a really great event. And so, we know that that's in September. We can be putting that on our calendars.
Yes, and we have an alumni speaker at that event, which is just so moving. Last year we had a great keynote speaker too. Sandra Hogue was there last year. That part of what we do, just kind of getting the word out in the community about who we are and what we do is enormous. So we have a lot of folks that come out to that event. It'll be at the Baylor Club again this year. Really excited about it, so it's so fun. And then our Bible fundraiser is coming up, so I'll actually launch that in the next week, where for Easter we do a Bible drive fundraiser, where for $10 you can purchase a Bible for the women in our organization, because we like to give them the same Bible and give them a brand new Bible, because many of them have never had their own Bible, or maybe they have and they hadn't had a new one in a long time. And then if they all have the same one, then it's really easy for us to say, okay, let's learn how to navigate the Bible together.
Sure.
So
Yeah.
we have our Bible
Yeah.
fundraiser coming up, which is
That's
a
awesome.
small way you can contribute.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Oh, I love that. Well, that is great. Okay, so just tell us. I mean, pretty much we all know Google, so we can Google things. But just if you'll just throw out just kind of your contact, the best way to kind of keep up with what's going on with CWJC. Just throw that out there for us.
Yeah. So our website is easy to navigate. CWJC Waco. So it's Christian Women's Job Corps, CWJC,
Yeah.
Waco.org.
Okay.
That's our website. And then just following us on socials.
Yeah.
Facebook, Insta, Twitter. I even have a TikTok.
Oh, you do? Okay. Wow.
It's not good.
Okay.
But we're working
That's
on
good.
it. So
Yeah, gotcha.
and it's all under CWJC Waco
Perfect.
or CWJC McLennan County.
Okay,
and
perfect.
then we even have a Venmo account. So if anybody's out there and they want to drop us $5, CWJC-Waco.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that is an easy way to contribute quickly. Like if you're sitting there and you're like, wow, I would love to do all those other things, but that's just not in my life right now.
My life right now. Yeah.
I can Venmo and support in that way. That's awesome. Well, thank you so much for being here and sharing all of this with us. And mamas, thank you for being here. We hope to see you next Monday. So be sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel or follow on Instagram where you'll get each piece for a month. You'll get to see it in little snippets, but the whole video will be on YouTube. And so we'll see you next Monday.